How about the results of your balloting in our Singular Race Talk poll? Last week's incident in Michigan between Kurt Busch and Jimmy Spencer. Whose side are you on? That's pretty evenly divided across the board.
Fairly even. Spencer has a little bit of an edge.
And we're back to racing. The leader is Sterling Marlin in the Silver Bullet. He did not pit under the caution flag. Joe Nemechek in front of him is on the tail end of the lead lap, hoping for a quick caution and a free half-mile pass to come back around. It's Marlin leading, Dale Jarrett second, Mark Martin third, Ward Burton fourth, Ken Schrader fifth. Those drivers did not pit under the caution flag. Then you get Ryan Newman in sixth. And then next to Ricky Rudd seventh, Kevin Harvick eighth, Jeff Gordon ninth, and Kurt Busch 10th.
Did not pit? I thought Schrader pitted.
He did. Two right side tires.
Sorry, right side tires for
Good
Schrader.
catch, Wally.
Yeah.
That's a first punch, not the first punch.
Marlin, Jarrett, Martin, and Ward did not pit. Right. Schrader got rights. I believe Ryan Newman just got rights also. How about that 49 car? Nice job by them tonight, huh?
Look at him go. I congratulated him when I saw him Friday morning about what his great run in Michigan. He said this week will be better because mechanical things work this weekend. Weber?
Yeah, I walked in their pit to talk to the crew, and they talk really softly, and they want you to leave because we've had so much bad luck. But before this pit stop, I said, "You going to make any changes?" They said no. They said even Schrader said the car is good, so they weren't going to make any changes. Just took the two right side tires from 26th to the top 10 and moving forward.
Got their first top 10 of the finish of the season last week at Michigan. It's what BP was referring to a minute ago. And having a great run here tonight. Kevin Harvick, Ward Burton. That'd be for ninth place. Jeff Gordon through Ward, Kurt Busch through Ward, now Harvick through. Ward not pitting under this caution, so he's got older tires than all these guys that are steaming by him. Mike Skinner, Jimmy Johnson. Here comes Jamie McMurray, 42 car. Ward's getting shuffled.
Well, the 42 car sure reminds me of the 28 car back about 10 years ago when Davey Allison was driving it.
It's supposed to.
Yep. That was a point, wasn't it?
Yep. Got 23 cars on the lead lap. Ted Musgrave has taken his car behind the wall after that incident with Ricky Craven we saw earlier. And I'll tell you what, Matt Kenseth is like the cat that's got 9 lives. Another time, Marty, the caution came out tonight and saved him.
They've gotten a couple of great breaks, Alan, but the car not handling to Matt's liking right now. Here's what he said on the radio.
Kept getting loose. They're just so bad loose. I just can't hang on no more than that.
And when they came down pit road, they put 1.5 pounds in the right front tire. 2 rounds of wedge out, trying to tighten that car up. To make matters worse, a lug nut fell off the left front. The stop, 20.7 seconds. They came in 13th, out 19th.
He's picked up 1 spot since the stop. He's running 18th now. Jeff Gordon, Kurt Busch, Kevin Harvick. This is the race for 7th, 8th, and 9th.
I don't think Gordon's car is as good as it was that last time. That's what I said. When you've got a really good race car and you come in a pit, sometimes you dread it because everything's working perfect with those tires. Then you come in and put another set of tires on. Now he's got Kurt Busch all over him.
And Harvick looking on the inside of Busch, going to take the spot away.
So give Kevin 8th place. See Kurt's right rear fender there peeled back a little bit.
I'll tell you one thing, I wouldn't want to be rubbing up against that right rear on Kurt Busch's car. That would cut a tire out in no time.
The damage on Kurt's car happened on pit road when the car behind him was trying to leave around him.
That was Ryan Newman's car, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Check it out. Harvick going by Jeff Gordon. All of a sudden, you're right. Gordon's car, he's struggling that 24 car.
Jeff Gordon has led 179 of the 243 laps that have been run tonight. Kevin Harvick's flying again, though, Dave.
Yeah, well, they got that car better with a wedge adjustment, put 4 fresh tires on it. He was loose in and off. I don't think he is anymore.
Going going to see these cars go by. Dave Blaney on the apron of the track, just back out from behind the wall after repairs to his car. He's 55 laps down in 35th place. What's up with the 24, Matty?
Well, he hasn't said a whole lot on the radio. Jeff Gordon did say before that caution note that his car did not like sticker tires. It was tight. Remember on that last stop, no adjustments. Same problem right now, but the car should come to him.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's getting into the corner as well as he was earlier, and you can watch as he gets in, the car slides up that racetrack, and we start talking about that diamonding the corner like I talked about earlier. You don't want to diamond the corner here if you can't. If you have to, that's what you got to do, but the fast way around is hooking the car all the way on the bottom.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. back in 13th place, Bill.
Lost a lot of positions on that last pit stop. They had lug nuts fall off on the left front. Had trouble getting that wheel on. The lug nuts came off. Lost a lot of time. The car's good for a while, then it gets real free.
All right, so Junior now 7.5 seconds behind leader Sterling Marlin. Coming up on halfway, next time by for leader Sterling Marlin. Tell you what, I'm so very impressed with this team here tonight. I talked with crew chief Lee McCall earlier today. He thought they had a very good race car and a very good chance to win, but I'm telling you, he had the leader 5 car lengths behind him. About to be lapped when one of those early cautions came out, allowed him to get that half-mile free pass. They've obviously improved the car a great deal since then.
Yeah, I think it was the first caution. It was very close. Dave, what about the 40 car?
Well, Wally, I checked with Lee McCall, and I said your strategy is to pit as few times as possible, and last time you got the car right? And he said, yep, that's right. They last pitted on lap 161, so they won't have to come in again till about lap 350, and I bet you that's the last time they stop.
Maybe they can make it on one more stop.
I think you're right.
How about these guys doing a Bristol race on 2 stops?
That's amazing.
Did you ever think that you would hear people talking about trouble turn 3, Scott Wimmer sliding down to the bottom of the corner?
No caution.
Not yet.
He's off the racetrack. Should not be a caution.
Got it fired.
Got it fired. We're staying under green. Look at Robby Gordon coming up alongside Joe Nemechek. Robby back on track after losing 60 laps for repairs. And he may have some more repairs to make right now.
Here's one thing. When you're 68 laps down and you start racing with guys aren't going to put up with that. If a guy's starting to race with me when somebody's 68 laps down, you're just not going to have any patience with them at all.
Nemechek back on the lead lap coming to the caution, and Sterling Marlin's teammate Casey Mears getting 1 of 2 laps. He's down, back coming to the yellow. And Robby's going back behind the wall. Tough night. 10th caution here in the Sharpie 500.
Still there. Another one's there. Inside. 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 Whoa.
Telling you what, 10 cautions, and we're just halfway in the race. We might be rocking and rolling here all night.
The Sharpie 500 from Bristol Motor Speedway, brought to you by Pontiac. Fuel for the soul. Sharpie, right out loud. The new Dew, Mountain Dew Live Wire. Summer will never be the same again.
Under caution number 10 in the Sharpie 500 at Bristol, and we're just past halfway. If you're just joining us, it's been a little rough. There are the 2 headliners that pitted under this caution, Jeff Gordon and Matt Kenseth, along with a few others. Matty?
The pole sitter, Jeff Gordon, said his car had gone to junk on that set of tires. He, in fact, even asked Robbie Loomis, what changes did you make? Robbie said, we didn't make any, but they did make a wedge adjustment to try to free the car up because he's going to be stuck back in traffic. Artie?
Matty, your championship leader, Matt Kenseth, decided to come down. A lot of debate whether to come down pit road. They decided to do that. Car extremely loose off. They pulled a rubber out of the right rear for Matt. He said, you know what, we're just not good enough right now to get it done. We've got to do something to get this car better. Matt?
Now, an update on Robby Gordon. What happened this time, Robbie?
I guess the 41 wanted to possess that space a little more than I did. You know, we were just trying to survive, and I got up on the high side of the 25, and I don't know. I think he got it in my left rear corner. Maybe I came down on him, but I'm pretty sure he got it in my left rear corner. Yeah, you have to almost laugh when you have a night like we've had tonight. You know, starting with the accident in pit lane, when the floor was coming in, we were leaving. Had a really good race car tonight. Very disappointed for all the guys on the singular wireless team because we had a shot at winning this deal. As you saw right there, after a broken gear, I could still run right with Sterling Marlin. So a little disappointed, but it is what it is.
Green flag, Sterling Marlin, Mark Martin. Dale Jarrett, your top three. Little lap traffic there. Here comes Mark for the race lead.
And it takes it away, and Tony Raines at 74 car still trying to get that one more lap. He's down, get it back.
That puts him tail end of the lead lap, BP. He gets a caution here. He gets the half-mile pass.
Oh, and these guys are trying to give him one back here.
Yes, they are.
Bill.
You know, he's had a good car all night. They had the one bad pit stop. That dropped him back in the field. Then they stayed out when everybody else pitted. A couple times ago, they could make it to about lap 350, 360, and if it, you know, that could be the last stop. It's a good run for Mark. They were pretty confident coming in here. I think I even saw Mark smile today.
No.
He's smiling right now because he is leading the Sharpie 500.
Here are the guys who pitted under that caution. Jeff Gordon, Ricky Craven, Johnny Sauter, Scott Wimmer, Bobby Labonte, Matt Kenseth, Mike Skinner, Ward Burton, Christian Fittipaldi, Joe Nemechek, and Todd O'Ryan. Only a couple other cars that aren't on the lead lap, so. Boy, Jeff Gordon is fighting his car still.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, sometimes you just get a good set of tires. You just don't want to get off them. Now he's back in the traffic right there. And you're right, he still looks like he's struggling a little bit.
Trying to get by Johnny Sauter, or is it reverse? Is Johnny Sauter trying to get by Jeff Gordon?
Well, Johnny passed him last lap. Now Jeff's trying to get back around him. But
I think Jeff's trying to get back down to the bottom of the racetrack.
Here's the second place, third place shuffle. Ryan Newman by Dale Jarrett. Here comes Kurt Busch.
Kevin Harvick.
Et cetera, et cetera,
Yes.
et cetera.
Oh, man.
Almost clear, Kevin.
Easy, boys.
Clear now.
9-car Bill Elliott, one lap down, 27th place. You see minus a chunk of his right front fender that he lost. Ooh, that's a little evil wiggle.
Yeah, Jimmy Johnson goes by Jarrett. All of a sudden, Big Brown is struggling. Here's Schrader.
That's tires.
Think it's tires?
Well, remember, he didn't pit.
Yeah, and the last time he did, he only took 2 rides.
There you go. How about Ken Schrader? Great job for that team, second week in a row. Ryan Newman, Kurt Busch, third place. 12 and 97. Kurt, winner of 2 of the last 3 here at Bristol. We talked with Kurt at the start of the broadcast that after everything that's happened this week and all the media scrutiny on his radio transmissions and actions and his part of the confrontation with Jimmy Spencer about his ability to block it out and go racing here tonight, he said, that's fine, that's what we have to do. It had to be tough.
Well, it is tough up until the point that you put your helmet on. I mean, you know, everything around you when you're walking around the garage area, it's always going to be there, and you're always going to be thinking about it. But when you strap in your race car, you start it up, you don't think about anything else but what's going on right now. You're concentrating on the job at hand.
As a matter of fact, you can be ill, not really feeling good and not wanting to run 500 miles, but as soon as you get in that car, you feel a lot better.
That's right. You don't think about it.
And as for Jimmy Spencer, we heard from his team owner Jim Smith earlier that Jimmy could not be any more remorseful for his part of the incident. And I'll tell you what, NASCAR in suspending, got trouble. Christian Fittipaldi, front straightaway. Caution flag number 11.
Uh-oh. That's my number, wasn't it? Can't have any more.
Yeah. And just to finish the story briefly, Jimmy Spencer could not be hurt any worse by missing this race.
Yeah, he loves this place.
This is his best racetrack, and the punishment could not be any more severe for Jimmy Spencer than having to sit out this weekend here at Bristol.
And he was sitting out, he had to miss the truck race, the Busch race, and the Cup race.
Yep.
So
that one hurts.
yeah.
You know, at lap 275, I don't think we're going to see many cars pit because we got to wait to get to that window.
Yep, well, you know what? We're going to find out in about 15 seconds when they come to the pit road entry there. Over turn 2.
Oh, so you're going to make us wait.
Yeah.
Well, we got to prove Benny right or wrong.
Well, Mark's not going to stop. We can see that.
I think anybody stops these guys that really need some tires like 88.
Like Dale Jarrett.
Yeah.
All right. So most of the front runners stay out. We'll take a commercial break. 224 laps to go in the Sharpie 500 at Bristol.